Hey Sagittarius, it's Empress Rose here. Welcome to your reading. These are general readings, so we take what works, leave what doesn't, as with everything in life. If I don't catch a wavelength here, check your other major placements. And if you haven't already, please do click that subscribe button. No, that's a book. Just kind of tipped out there. So we're going to start with the Oracle decks for an intuitive vibe of where we might be going, and then we'll move on to the Tarot Mystical Moments for a more traditional tarot spread. And the first Oracle deck I'm trying to get something out of here is the Moonology deck. It keeps wanting to give me a book. A book. All right, Moonology. Just a couple cards will do. Thank you. Oh my goodness. That card has shown up all this week. Apparently everybody's needing some encouragement to keep going. It's your hard work is paying off. New moon in Capricorn. Everybody's needing some kind of encouragement that this isn't all for naught. Keep going. It'll pay off eventually. Okay, that's good. And then I am working with my a new Oracle deck called Urban Crow by MJ Cullinane. Super excited about it. Seattle artists, and a lot of these are Seattle scenes, Seattle-scapes. It's beautiful. It's got layers of meaning. I may check the book because I'm used to, you know, just these layers here. Really rich messages. At least that's what I'm getting. All right. Oh, some hard energy. Sagittarius. It's like, okay, my personal life showing up in your reading here. I am not Sagittarius anything, even though you guys often have my favorite readings. But be bold, make the first move. Cardinal moon here. So cardinal moon being about, yeah, there might be some planning involved. And the be bold, that's not brash. Make the first move. That's not like a sudden move. To me, in my mind, this can kind of feel like make a sudden move that's totally unexpected and completely unplanned. I don't necessarily think that's a good idea, and I don't know that that's what this card is saying. But be bold. I think dream big, dream bold. What's the biggest dream you have? What's the, and plan for that? What's having a bold dream, a bold vision? Don't be shy about that. And then we have your hard work is paying off. So something, and it's new moon in Capricorn. So you're working on something, you're building something. It is going to pay off. Trust that and keep going. So keep going. Your hard work is going to pay off. Maybe you need to make some initiative. Definitely Cardinal Moon is about making some initiative, taking some initiative, being a visionary, being bold with that, and it'll pay off. It's going to take hard work. I mean, everyone's getting this. Hard work is paying off. It's just, you may not be seeing it right now, but we work bit by bit. This reminds me of like when I had physical therapy, and just, the day-by-day improvements were not very big, but doing that every day, it was hard work. It was painful work and difficult work. And doing it every day over the course of a year, boom, suddenly, over the course of a year, working on something just about every day, we got somewhere. So even though in the process it didn't look like I was going anywhere. So you might be in a process like that, that's slow going, piece by piece by piece. It's paying off, though. It's going to pay off. Then we have mimicry. This is about a specific story about a crow who learned how to speak like this dog's owner. There's a lot of relationships with dogs and crows in this deck. It's pretty interesting. And was able to mimic something. So to me, this card can mean deception. Someone's trying to appear some way or appear something, or this could be trying to see, the crow is kind of messing with the dog. It's not a big deal. It's not harming the dog. It's just kind of having a good time. But part of it, having a good time, is messing with the dog. So there could be some dishonesty here. Something may not be as it appears, as it seems here. But there's also a sense of maybe trying to learn something, trying to discover how to fit in somewhere. Yeah, trying to figure out how to fit in somewhere, how to This one's a hard one for me. That's it. And then we have dominance. So some sort of pecking order being established. Someone may be pretending to be less than, or trying to be less than, or trying to be more than. They may not actually be your boss. They're just trying to act like your boss. There may not actually be a necessity for a pecking order, but we're trying to impose one. We're trying to impose a hierarchy where there really doesn't need to be one. Or someone's just acting bossy, but they don't actually they're not actually entitled to that role. Someone here could be also acting less than, feeling not deserving, feeling like they're less than the other. So we have some sort of power dynamic. Dominance just talks about a power dynamic and a pecking order situation. And then mimicry, it seems like maybe, you might be recreating that. This reminds me of sometimes, sometimes when we grow up in our families of origin, we learn certain ways of doing this. And, the classic is the alcoholic family has a certain dynamic, has, that which cannot be spoken of, that which enables it and is always telling it it's okay. And then that which gets blamed for all the problems, whether they caused them or not, right? And sometimes anybody from any family dynamic can recreate that family dynamic in any people group. So it could be a situation where somebody, this sort of power dynamic is being recreated, even though it's not necessary, even though it's not actually part of the situation. So I'm going to read mimicry here. Mimicry. Another intriguing story from Gifts of the Crow comes from Montana, and a crow that was able to mimic a person's call to rile up some dogs. This crow's call was so convincing, the dog believed it was its guardian calling out. Mimicry speaks to something or someone that is not genuine. Sometimes we do need to fake it till we make it and project a persona that is not our own to get a foot in the door. But be cautious, as it may come out that the words you speak are not your own. You are merely mimicking. This card may also serve as a warning. There may be someone less than genuine who is parroting your words you want to hear to gain favor. So something might not be quite as it seems. Yeah. All right, let's move on to the Tarot of Mystical Moments for Sagittarius this month. Maybe, I do like the idea of fake it till you make it, because you have this be bold, make the first move, and this power structure hierarchy. Maybe you need to be a little more dominant. It's not that power and power structures and power dynamics shouldn't exist. They're always going to exist. It's how we use them and how we interact with them. But we've got to be bold and make the first move. So maybe it is, I do like that idea of fake it till you make it. And some people seem to not understand what that is. It is to just, strike the power pose until you feel powerful. Pretend you're okay with the breakup until you are actually okay with the breakup. Like, there are certain things where it's a good idea, actually, and it trains our brain and it trains our behavior to be more in line with what we want and who we want to be and the ways that we want to grow. So even if you don't feel powerful, maybe acting powerful can help you, can be a bridge to getting there. Because if you don't feel powerful and you act weak all the time and like you can't do this and helpless all the time, how are you going to get to a powerful place acting helpless? No, sometimes you have to act powerful, mimic a powerful person, and not dominance, although that's dominance. So maybe that's got something to do with it. Okay. Sagittarius, this is your past, your present, your inner landscape. What's at issue? Your environment, your to-do list, and your possible outcome. Holy, I love it. I love seeing the Eight of Swords in this position because it's exactly what I was talking about. How are you going to feel powerful if you keep telling yourself you're weak? Fake it till you make it, till you feel powerful. Act like a powerful person would act until your insides can adjust to it and get used to it. Because in your recent past, we have Eight of Swords. This is the card of the shitty mantra. This is the card of self-imprisonment. This is the card of routine things that you tell yourself. I am weak. I am trapped. I am stuck. I can't do that. All of these stories that we tell ourselves, and who knows where they came from. We probably do know, but It's our responsibility to change that inner story, right? We maybe inherited it, we maybe got it from someplace else, but now it's our job to free ourselves of these shitty mantras that got embedded in here. Okay, so this is about, like, look, this little angel here is free to go. Nothing's holding you back. This is something you've had to deal with in the past. Nothing's held you back except for your own mentality, your own, I can't do that. I could never do that. Oh my gosh, I can't do that. And it's just over and over and over again. Like, I can't, I could never do something like that. Oh, I can't. I don't know. What dreams can't you do? I mean, I always bring up the example of my mom not driving to see me down the I-5 corridor because she said she couldn't drive on the freeway. Well, been driving 30, 35 years. Many women your age drive on the freeway. It's not hard. All day, women your age are driving on the freeway. So we had to like switch the mantra of I can't drive on the freeway to, okay, some women do. Some women might someday include me. Like, there was this whole shift that had to take place. So, so you've dealt with this in this past. Your inner landscape, your inner dialogue holding you back, and being the only thing holding you back. The only reason why you can't do this is because you said you couldn't, right? So we all have things like that, right? We all have things like that. No matter how much encouragement and positive feedback you get in the external world, if you don't believe you can do something, you're right. So, and then we have, in your current landscape, in your current situation, we're dealing with Six of Cups. This is maybe remembering, see, these two, I feel like there was an opportunity to do something, but your own mentality held you back. And now you're remembering, like, what if I had done that? What if I had, majored in what I wanted to major in? What if I had pursued that creative field? What if I had done that? And it's something back here that makes you happy, that makes you thrilled. What if I had, reached out to that person that I was so attracted to and really felt comfortable around? What if I had said something? So it seems like we might have talked ourselves out of something, and now we might be regretting it. We might be remembering how maybe happy something made us, how joyful we were when we were making music, or doing the sportsy thing we liked to do. Like, there's something back here. You're remembering how happy something made you, and what a great thing that was, or what a great time it was with that person. And so this is Six of Cups is all about beautiful memories, pleasant memories, buoyant memories, joy, and happiness back there, and remembering a happier time, remembering when everything seemed possible, when everything seemed doable and okay, and that happiness. And those memories are so important to carry with us going forward. For one, we get to re-experience the happiness, so that's good. Double the happiness, not only the happiness of the experience, but also the happiness of remembering the experience. And you get that infinite times, unless you have like a head injury and you get amnesia for some reason. So, but you get that infinite time. So that's really, really cool. And also it can remind us that we can be happy, that we can have these fulfilling relationships, fulfilling experiences, fulfilling work, we can remember that is possible. It was possible then. It's still possible now. It's within the realm of possibility, even though you talked yourself out of it and you thought, no, that's not possible. I can't do that. Now you're starting to wonder, maybe that was possible. And if it was possible, maybe it is possible. So, and then in your inner landscape, Three of Pentacles. This is putting a team together to work on something, to build something. This is your hope. This is hopes, fears, and inner landscape. So this is something you're thinking about. Like, what if we get the band back together? Because I realized we just broke up because I was like, no, I'm not good enough. And even though all the feedback was that I was, I decided I wasn't. And now I'm remembering how much fun it was. So this is like, let's put the band back together. Let's put the team back together. Maybe you want to join in as a team, and maybe as a hobby or something, or pursue something, you know, like what if I rebuilt that? What if I rebuilt something? What if I called up all the old people that I talked myself out of hanging out with, or that I talked myself out of? What if I did that? What if I rebuilt? What if we rebuilt something that we didn't think was possible, and now we're thinking, well, maybe that was a good idea. Maybe I should go back there. And so this Three of Pentacles is talking about, well, it's talking about teamwork. It's talking about building. So it's talking about you're hoping and thinking and wondering, maybe we should get the team back together. Maybe we should, or what if I assembled the team now? What if I got something together? What if I put together a group? What if I put together a committee? Or what if I built something, and who would I need, and what? So it looks like you might be wanting to rebuild something. With the Six of Cups here, it looks like rebuilding to me, and putting some work into something and getting it back on its feet, and reinvesting in something. So, man, oh my gosh, I dreamt about these two cards. I dreamt about them side by side. I'm just now remembering. Three of Cups and Three of Pentacles. I swear, Sagittarius. I don't have any Sagittarius in my chart, but there's like a connection somehow here. So Three of Cups in reverse. The friends fell apart. There might have been some infidelity. Three of Cups in reverse can occasionally talk about that, but it looks like the friendship fell apart. The friends aren't working together. I mean, these things, the team isn't together right now. There's no team, there's no group. I mean, of course there's no group, but maybe it was more possible than you think to keep this group together. So you're thinking about putting the team back together, and what do we have here? I mean, the most obvious card to follow that one is the reverse of Three of Cups, like not emotionally connecting with this. The Three of Cups to me is always about a friend group, always about friends. And it's not, you're not together. You're not in harmony. You're not in sync. You're not in the same social circle anymore. Some sort of relationship fell apart or is not healthy anymore. Man, it totally looks like there's this friend group that you meant to do something with, and it fell apart. But now you're wondering if you could go back and do that thing. Anyway, so this could also be not emotionally connecting with people, not feeling that connection. This can be coming from you or coming from anybody else here, or any other situation. It could even be coronavirus. You know, you can't hang out. How can you stand that close together in a hula hoop with coronavirus around right now, right? So there's some sort of distance. There's a distance, not sharing, a lack of emotional connection going on here. I am liking this Three of Pentacles here, thinking about this work, putting in the work to build something with some other people, with a team, and I do really like seeing that with your hard work is paying off, because that does represent hard work. Right now you're just thinking about it, or you're just planning for it, or hoping it comes together. In your environment, you have strength. Just thinking about this line. Just this morning, I was thinking about this line. It's strength. There's something in your environment that is requiring a lot of strength, a lot of patience, a lot of adaptation, a lot of patience, a lot of inner strength in taming that inner beast. You yourself might be feeling a little wild. There might be something a little wild here that's had to be tamped down or tamed a bit. And strength is all about taming ourselves. So something's being held back. I don't even want to say it's information or something, but something is having to be patient, is having to simmer on the back burner here, and it's hard. It's hard to see this going on. And it is also taking all of your strength. It's sitting underneath this Eight of Swords. So changing your mantra, changing your mentality does take a huge amount of strength and focused effort in order to change that inner mentality. But there's something in your environment that's either helping you or is causing you to have to tap into a lot of inner strength here. Your to-do list, and this isn't a to-do list, this is like, or, you know, do this or else. This is like, look for opportunities. There will be openings this week for you to engage with this energy. Seven of Pentacles, coming after the Strength card, patience. And this also is your hard work is paying off. You've planted something, you've cultivated something, and now it's time for you to wait. Just patience. Sitting right next to this Strength card is just patience. You have already put the work into something. You've already started something. Maybe you already were bold and made the first move, and now you sit back and wait for other people to respond, for the universe to respond. This is about waiting, about having already put your work in and waiting for the results, waiting for it to ripen, waiting for the time to be ripe. So whatever situation we're talking about, it's requiring a lot of patience and a lot of inner strength. Maybe it's about, you know, getting your groove back, getting happy again, out of this crappy mentality, this anxiety or this self-imprisonment. And you are putting the work in. This is actually reminding me of either psychologically or physically doing the physical therapy or the cognitive therapy and just having to keep doing it and waiting for the results. They're coming. They're coming. This is going to work. But keep going, keep working, keep doing it. Fake it till you make it if you have to. If you don't feel patient, act patient. Pretend you're patient. That's what you're doing this week. Pretend you're patient, because I don't see you really want to be. It's not, I mean, as soon as we introduce the word patient, we're starting to at least dabble and flirt with impatience, right? So, and then where you're going, magician, you are, this is again, you're going to manifest this. You're going to bring this to beginning, pulling it out of it's going to be a magic trick you pull out of the hat. All the elements are here. You have assembled all the elements. There's going to be a celebration, a party of some kind, celebrating that you did pull this off. You put in a bunch of work into something. You're now faking your patience till you make your patience. And then this magician card means that this is going to happen. Your wish is going to come true. And this thing that you want, this thing that you've been hoping for, maybe to return to, it is going to happen, but it's taken a lot of work and a lot of time and a lot of inner strength to make this happen, but you are going to get there. We have multiple cards here. Your hard work is paying off. The magician card here and multiple cards here talking about patience and just needing to be patient. All right, because it's happening. It's going to pay off. So, all right, Sagittarius, I hope that that's helpful for you. I hope you have a wonderful week.